Yeah, it's going. You're on. You're on. So just leave it here.
Okay, can you hear me now? All right, anybody hear me now?
Let me go check the
Right,
website.
how's the sound? How's the sound now? Oh, Donkey Okie says we got sound.
Yeah, that's that last show.
That's the last show. All right, sound, yes. Sound, how's the sound? Anybody got sound? I don't know what. There you go. We figured it out. Ed Heckman, I'm sorry I'm late, okay? Sorry I'm late, Ed. Put 9:13 as if I'm not fucking frustrated enough. Been up since 5 o'clock doing this, and people and you're complaining, okay? Holy mackerel. Good morning, everybody. How many people feel that it's time to panic in their fantasy baseball league? How many think that it's time maybe to trade all your closers and dump a category? How many think that it's time to make some big-time trades just to shake things up, okay? Donkey Okie, you'll get a refund, okay? There you go. Lenny is blind. What does that mean? What does Lenny is blind mean? I mean, I got to realize, don't rub me the wrong way today, because let me tell you, okay? We have all day. There you go, Antonio. I have tried. Got up at 5 o'clock this morning to do this podcast as I do every day. And Eddie Heckman has the balls to complain. Give me a fucking break, man. Oh, my God. Well, all right, let's get to the real nitty-gritty. When you see, look, August 6th and 8th at Dodger Stadium. That's when the Angels come to visit Dodger Stadium. Let me just ask the question. Name the player who has hit the most home runs in the 2020s. That's 2020 and 2021. Name the player with the most home runs in 2020, 2021. Okay? All right? Just a good-natured ball busting. You know something? When you bust balls, you have to know timing. And when somebody's prepared for almost 4 hours and things go wrong, it's not good timing to bust balls because then you get it back. Kendall Graveman hasn't given up a run this year. Andrea has been thinking that he's going to be the closer. I still think it's going to be Keenan Middleton. 3-2 Mariners win over the Indians, okay? So, look, winning 3 or 4 against the Indians, that's no easy feat, okay? They're one game over 500. So the Mariners are moving. And don't forget, the Blue Jays traded Brett Lowry, Kendall Graveman, Burrito. Remember Burrito? Wasn't he supposed to be good? And a left-handed pitcher named Nolan to the Athletics. Who did they get back? Who did they get back when they traded Graveman, Burrito, Lowry? Who did Toronto get back? He's playing now, okay? He's still playing. The guy who Toronto got back is still playing. Okay, Burrito. You know, what's the second baseman, shortstop, Burrito? Isn't it interesting that Tony La Russa and Dusty Baker are the most experienced managers in baseball today, and their teams rank first and second in run differential? Okay, that's right. Ohtani does not have the most home runs. The answer to that is Jose Ramirez has the most home runs. Okay, that's right. Jose Ramirez. Guess foul? There you go. Okay, Brett Lowry. All right. He retired when he got traded. Vladimir Guerrero is the best OPS in the majors this year. Among all players, 23 are better than Acuna, better than Tatis, better than Soto. Gavin Lux, as you know, is the new shortstop for the Dodgers. And how many of you have Brandon Crawford, who's one of the best in the last 2 weeks in a 5-5 Roto League? Brandon Crawford is among the best players in fantasy baseball. Antonio the Promise, thank you all for hanging in there with me. Big Al and the Prowl, Greg, Chris Gallo, Daniel Ferrara, DK Luce, the Donkey Okie, Eddie Boyle, Eddie Heckman, Doug Boyle, Mal Pal, Robert C., Star Dog, Unholy Toledo, White Sox Al, and Zelmo. Okay? Thank you all for hanging. Brandon Crawford, one of the best fantasy players around. The Brewers have used more players than they've played games. That's right. They used their 42nd player in their 40th game. If they keep it up, they're going to use 162 players. Anybody think that that's possible? Alex Wood this season, 6 starts, 175 ERA. He's the first Giant pitcher with an earned run average that low through his first 6 starts since 2013. Madison Baumgartner had a 155. 155. The leaderboard in home runs has Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and Mitch Haniger, and Ronald Acuna all tied with 12. Okay? Judge, by the way, he was hitting 245 when I last looked, and then they went on the road trip, and now he's batting close to 300. He's batting at home when I looked after 79 plate appearances. He was batting 250 with 4 home runs at home. On the road, after 67 plate appearances, less than his home, he had 7 home runs compared to 4 at home, and he was batting 340. Not too bad, right? Not too bad at all. Brandon Woodruff, Corbin Burns, Freddie Peralta. Wow! Batting average against is .077, a 198 whip. That's a 198 ERA and .077 whip. How about that? And a Genius of the Day question that I talked about. The most career home runs of anyone ever to play for the Dodgers. Okay? Now, when Pujols appears, it'll be Pujols with 667. But who is now, until Pujols officially plays, who is the player who has played for the Dodgers and has hit the most home runs in Major League Baseball? That was the Genius of the Day question, finally answered at the end of the show, okay? That's right. Yeah, Robles is turning the corner. I talked about that Sunday. His on-base percentage is still over 350, so we'll see about that. Atlanta and Milwaukee went at it, and Freddie Peralta struck out 8, 6 scoreless innings. Avisail Garcia homered. He is off to a great start. And then it nearly fell apart when the relief pitchers came in, relieving Peralta to start the 7th. But the Brewers, Lorenzo Cain had a 2-run single in the 7th. And then Josh Hader struck out William Contreras. He's the catcher to win the game. Peralta yielded 2 hits. He's become a star pitcher. A walk over 6 scoreless innings. He struck out 8, picked up the win, allowed just 2 singles and only 1 Atlanta runner to reach scoring position. He's got a 2.4. How many of you have Peralta on your fantasy team? Right? Trout is definitely slumping. It's not Frank Howard, not Duke Snyder. The answer to the question, Jim Thome, who once played for the Dodgers, has more home runs than any other player who ever played for the Dodgers. I said yesterday on our show, I said something good, something not good. First of all, I went out on Jordan Montgomery was my pick yesterday. He didn't do too well. But I said stay away from Huascar Ynoa, who allowed a season-high 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 walks. Look, he couldn't get through an easy inning. He escaped the first 2 innings, only allowed a run despite runners in scoring position. On the road, he has not nearly been as good as he's been at home, okay? That's for sure. So I did say yesterday, stay away from Ynoa, and some people did. Some people went for Jordan Montgomery. That may have been worse. Kane had 3 hits. Colton Wong went 3 for 5. He's back. He was in a slump. Kane 3 singles, including a 2-run base hit in the 7th inning. It was his second multi-hit game of the year, first one since April 17th. He's only hitting .222. Wong went 3 for 5. He singled 3 times. His 5th multi-hit effort in his last 12 games. Okay? But in the other games, he's been held hitless. Okay? Freeman's homer was his 11th of the year, trailing only Acuna in the National League. Hader allowed a run and 2 hits. He gave up a walk and a single, sacrifice fly to Dansby Swanson. So he's got a 1.15 ERA, 28 strikeouts, 7 walks in 15 innings. And Austin Riley, 2 for 2. He reached base all 5 plate appearances, including a walk. He's batting .291. 4th multi-hit performance. Austin Riley would be a very good pickup if you don't have him on your team. Okay? Pick up Austin Riley if you can. Freddie Freeman, as I mentioned, 1 for 4. Grand slam off of Brent Suter. Part of that 7th inning to cut Milwaukee's lead to 8-7. Acuna played for the first time since the ankle injury. Christian Yelich reassessed once again during his team day off. He started for the 3rd straight game in AAA. He went 0 for 2. Max Fried goes today against Taiwan Walker. Brandon Woodruff will get the start in Kansas City today for the Brewers. Adam Duvall, okay. 3-run home run. Another one. I'll tell you what. He homered and then threw out Mookie Betts at the plate in the same inning. Adam Duvall put the Marlins ahead with a 2-out shot off of a relief pitcher that I don't know very well, Edwin Uceda, but he did it anyway. Duvall 1 for 4 with a 3-run homer. He's 32. He's hitting .232. He has 8 home runs, 28 RBIs in 15 runs in 37 games. And he threw out Betts at the plate. Betts attempted to hurdle Chad Wallach at the plate, but Wallach came up with a vertical tag, like Malpal does. Vertical tag. Lopez, 2 earned runs, 7 hits, didn't have a good game. Okay? Did not have a good game. 2 runs, 7 hits for the Marlins. Didn't have a good game. But through 49 innings, he's got a 3.12 ERA. Now's the time to call the owner of Lopez and try to get him. And by the way, this kid Beatty for the Dodgers has earned opportunities. With Pollock expected to be out a number of weeks, if you're really desperate, Beatty from the Dodgers could be the player to get. Pollock's been hot. Beatty's also played well. He's batting .373. He has 4 homers. He's 28. Okay? Jazz Chisholm continues his hot streak. 2 for 5 with a stolen base. And how about this? Mr. Nelson pitched an inning and 2/3. So, his first start as a Dodger. He was the opener. He struck out 3 of the 5 batters. Jimmy Nelson will be back. Garcia earned the save for the Dodgers. Pitched a scoreless 9th, okay? Yep, that's right. Garcia, Jimmy Nelson, 1 2/3 innings. Garcia gets the save. Chris Taylor was scratched moments before the first pitch. He's got right wrist soreness. And would they expect David Price to be activated today? Walker Buehler goes on the mound today for the Dodgers. The Marlins have not announced the starter. Eric Fetty pitched 7 scoreless innings against Arizona. Yadiel Hernandez hit a go-ahead pinch hit home run to win the game. Fetty had his best outing of the year. Okay? Well, he didn't win the game, you know. Well, he did win the game. Fetty had his best outing of the year. 97 pitches for 7 innings. He shut down Arizona. 7 good innings. Best start of the season. His first start going more than 6 innings. Thank you all once again for sticking with me. I appreciate it. Eddie, sorry I got a little annoyed, but wow, very frustrating. Trey Turner went 3 for 4 with a double. He recorded singles in the first inning and the 6th, and then an RBI double. Okay? He is unbelievable. He's 7 for 13 now. So Trey Turner belongs in all your daily games. Schwarber went 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Okay? Has 3 multi-hit games in his last 4 starts. Carl Schwarber belongs in there. Andrea mentioned yesterday that Daniel Hudson was somebody to watch. Brad Hand secured 1-2-3 in the 9th inning with 2 strikeouts. He's the closer for Washington. Daniel Hudson pitched the 8th. Hand pitched the ninth. Hand struck out 2, got his 4th save. Stefan Crichton gave up 3 runs, 4 hits. Luke